and the most dangerous. And now what we're seeing, in addition to those intercepts, is we're seeing fragments falling to the ground. It's like a deadly fireworks display over Tel Aviv. Goodness, there was an impact just to the left of us here.
And you're talking about Tel Aviv, Jim. We are looking at pictures right now. We are looking at pictures of Tel Aviv, what you're describing.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Okay, guys, we got to get off the roof. These are coming down right next to us here.
Please do, Jim. Please do.
They're coming down. One just about. We got to go inside.
Jim, please take cover. We are listening and we are watching. I'm going to go to Jeremy Diamond in northern Israel. Jeremy?
Dana, from our vantage point in northern Israel, facing south, we have been able to see dozens of these apparent intercepts happening in the night sky above us. We have seen, we saw those intercept missiles going up in the air, and now we are seeing, as you're seeing one on our screen right now, coming down. They almost look like, fireworks that are breaking up or shooting stars of some sort. What I was also able to see earlier was explosions, and I had seen videos of these explosions previously. It is often that aero defense system that intercepts ballistic missiles in the first layers of space, and it creates a kind of explosion that looks, I don't know how else to say it other than it looks almost like a jellyfish of sorts. And that is coming from those intercepts that happen in the first layers of space by the aero missile defense system, and I saw multiple of those happening just now. We know, of course, that the threat from Iran tonight was anticipated to be those ballistic missiles that fly at hypersonic speeds and that often fly at very high altitudes before coming down on their targets, and that's why Israel has that aero missile defense system in addition to the Iron Dome, which we have heard so much about. But we have been witnessing dozens potentially of missiles and intercepts happening in the sky above us. It's hard for us to tell exactly how close it is, but as we know, many of the targets that we anticipated from talking to Israeli and American officials was going to be targets in central Israel as well as in southern Israel. And now, of course, we are waiting to see if any of those missiles hit their targets. But of course, beyond that, the debris from some of these intercepts could also potentially be very damaging, very destructive, and very deadly, of course. So we will be monitoring very closely reports in the coming minutes and hours to see what the actual impact of those missiles are on the ground.
All right, Dana, we're on the roof. To be clear, we went into the shelter. We went into the shelter in between the air raid sirens. We've come out again because this is the second round of air raid sirens we've seen. And if you look over here in the distance, you're seeing where the intercepts are going up into the sky. And it would be, just to be clear, from that direction from the east. And again, listen, this gives you a sense of the air defenses all around Tel Aviv, multiple layers. And this up further in the sky where I'm pointing here, that's the altitude where they're making impacts. We saw multiple impacts on the first barrage, and some of those fragments or missiles themselves hit not far from the hotel. I want to say